Yeah, I got myself a gun. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got myself a gun. Brooklyn, stand up. I got myself a gun, but really I don't need the heat. Your heart pump project Kool-Aid, you sweet. I don't got a two-way you gaze. This is not beef, this is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. You feel J Soft, Rip J.R. Damn, I'm only worth over 100 million. Look, I got beef with like 100 children. Niggas with pink suits, you trying to get cute. You a little out of line, homie. Don't let the nine, homie, put you out your mind, homie. Just rhyme, homie. Kick your little lies. I kick my real facts like you sneaking out the back of the Soul Sound Lab. We wasn't chasing you. We had a taping too. We came through to do our 1-2 thing. It wasn't a Rockefeller come through thing. Cause if it was on like that, I would come through Queens with Queens niggas. You know how I do. Look, I got more shooters in Queensbridge than you. Niggas will tie you up on the Coliseum roof and open beer bottles off the boy Chip too. Look here. I got myself a gun. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got myself a gun. Listen, I'm the J, the A to the fuck this broad. This nigga never sold aspirin, how you Escobar? Had to buy your chain back last time you got robbed. The nerve of this coward nigga, oh my God. And I know rap rumors or innuendos. I bring it to you live, lift up your window. Let the public peek in, see your dirty laundry. Y'all don't want me to continue. Oh!
What's up? You welcome to Sing, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on Lock. What's up? What's good? And as always, I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock. I am your host, Senseo Official, the realest motherfucker on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure you motherfuckers already know that by now. What's good, everybody? As always, I'd like to give a shout out to those that first tapped in. My new ride or die, who can be a little bit of crazy at times, is in the motherfucking building as always. What's good to you, Vicky? Right up under hers, my nigga XL, Eaglewood's finest in the motherfucking building. And I guess the other few people are in the motherfucking bushes where y'all can keep y'all bitch asses there. Because we about to get lit. As you can see from the title, your boy done came across some more bullshit, y'all. And by now, if you rock with me, you know I got more shit to show you other than just the shit that's in the title. So we're going to go ahead and tap in early and get this motherfucking show started. Oh, this nigga with another motherfucking name. LL Uncle Cool Joe. This nigga burnt the fuck out. What's good with my nigga Joe Uncle, man? A.K.A. Obama Joe. There go Miss Goldie in the cup with the strap. Got the beam on you niggas in case y'all want to act up. Y'all know what it is. The caller number is at the bottom of the screen. The stream link is in the chat. I got a few stories, y'all. One of the stories is, let me see, when was this? This story that I'm gonna present to you guys first took place. Oh no, okay. I'm gonna give you guys some updates first. My bad. So I did the story about how the fortunate little 5-year-old boy was drugged by his mother after she tried to abandon all 3 of her kids, and then they recovered the body and then dumped it into the river. We saw some interrogation, I believe, on her behalf. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give y'all a little update on that story before we get started into the new content. Um, mhm. Definitely light up y'all blunts and pour y'all drink or whatever it is you like to do. Kick your feet up because we about to get lit. Yeah, we're gonna start off with this one. Now we all were aware from yesterday that the mother wanted to get the father in jail or wanted to blame majority of this situation on the father. Well, now the father wants the mother charged. Let's listen to what he got to say.
Into the death of a 6-year-old boy takes turns. James Hutchinson's mother is charged with killing him. She and her boyfriend are locked up tonight. Local 12's David Winter has been digging into the case and has new information about the boy's tragic end. He is live in Middletown, where really a grieving community looking for some healing tonight, David.
Yeah, they sure are, Paula. You can see the people are still here right now. They're coming by every few minutes and dropping by more at this memorial outside of little James Hutchinson's home. This community really hurting. This has grown immensely just in 24 hours. People trying to show their support and also showing their anger. Perhaps it's his sweet smile or the horrible allegation that James Hutchinson's mother was trying to abandon him before killing him. Either way, this case has struck a chord. Many of the comments on social media like this one, so many people would have given him a good, loving home. Unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case. In January, there were 162 foster families in Butler County. That same month, there were 359 children needing a home.
That number doesn't add up. It just doesn't.
Maddie Wentling works at Hope's Closet, a place where foster families are given clothes and toys. Maddie, a foster mom.
Wait, hold it. What the fuck? Shit, my bad, y'all. I don't know what the fuck. That was no other ass story. That's not no fucking update. Matter of fact, I didn't even want to present that story today. See, I ignore that shit. Now listen to this nigga.
Questioning will begin, and you may stop talking to me or any other officer at any time during questioning. Do you understand all these rights? Yes. Go ahead and make it 3-1. Can't believe it's March already. 3-1 of 21, and make it 0752. Oops, I wrote that wrong spot. That's all right. 0752 a.m. And then if you sign that top line and read that paragraph to me, that'd be great. Jefferson has been advised all my rights as contained on this card, and I understand all of them, and I wish to talk to you without having a lawyer present. So kind of where we are right now is we talked for a while yesterday, and I'm sure you were kind of jacked up and excited, which is totally understandable. I think you were mostly honest with us yesterday. I was 100% honest with you. So, well, where we're at right now is Brittany has given a lot of information that makes sense. We've been able to corroborate some of it. There were a few things in particular that I wanted to ask you about. Right now, we're at the point where we're kind of missing some pieces. You've already kind of explained a lot of your involvement, so the missing pieces are quasi-irrelevant. They're not super important, but I need these pieces just to tie everything together. Does that make sense? Yes. Your partner told me he let me get some phone numbers and that. Yes, and I just thought of that. Remind me of that. When am I going to be entitled to use the phone and have a bond? I don't know right now. I can't give you an exact time. There's a couple. You're going to go up to court at some point today. I know just kind of due to the circumstances for cases like this that are kind of like, I guess, not in the other cases.
Why does the police sound so fucking slow? Like, the officer, he's slow as fuck.
This is kind of where this comes into play. As a general rule, what we do is I kind of like to kind of start over again. And a lot of the stuff you've told me, maybe some stuff you left out or were unsure of, or maybe at the time it didn't seem important. But now is kind of where I'd like to start from. Maybe we'll go back even a day earlier, and I'm just going to let you kind of talk me through the next 48 to whatever hours.
Go back the last 9 months, which, what it is, been a big argument.
Let's go to that nigga is slow.
Over which boy?
No, that's not no lagging, because the nigga, the killer, that nigga ain't lagging. It's the officer. That nigga just, I don't know.
I mean, does he use the same problems? What kind of problems was he causing?
Raising his hand towards his mom,
right?
Her, not wanting to do the schoolwork.
Sure.
I mean, just a problem child.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
He took after his dad. His dad did.
Who was his dad?
Louis Edward Hutcherson.
Louis Edward.
As far as I know.
L-E-W? Or
L-E-W-I-S.
Louis, what was his name?
Edward. I don't know how to spell that.
I got you. Edward
Hutcherson. Did she even tell you his name?
I think she may have told the Hoover. It was really kind of irrelevant, but I got it anyway. So let's go.
He was living up in Piqua, Ohio.
Oh, okay. So let's start. I think the last time we talked, we started Friday at noon. Let's go back to Thursday at noon. Okay, let me ask you this. So what days of the week do the kids go to school?
Mondays and Tuesdays.
Monday and Tuesdays. And what hours do they go to school?
They get picked up by the bus at 7:15, 7:30, somewhere right along in there. It might be 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Because there's mornings I'm not going to work.
Right.
And they don't get home till around 4:15 off the bus somewhere.
And that's on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yes.
So he did all of them go to school on Monday? Or I'm sorry, on Tuesday?
Yes.
And they all went to school on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, so they all go.
It's the homeschooling part where he gives her the problem.
Okay, because they do a homeschooling when?
Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday is supposed to be a video conference.
Yeah, right. So for a homeschooling, do they use a tablet or what do they use?
The school sent a computer home with each one of them.
Oh, okay. Where do they keep those at? In the house?
Sitting right downstairs in the living room.
Okay.
She wouldn't allow them to take them up to the room. They done broke 2 of them, and James broke 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, broke 2 and broke 1.
Okay. So they all 3 get off the bus on Tuesday afternoon, about 4 or 5-ish, right around there. And so did anything out of this?
Yeah, make sure you hit that motherfucking like button. For those tuning in, we're listening to the father of the 5-year-old who was murdered by his mother yesterday, a few days ago. The mother took the kids in the middle of the night and dropped them off at the park. Her goal was to leave them all there. At some point, the kid was holding on to the vehicle where he was either drugged or fell and suffered damage. It's being told by the mother that that's when the kid died. We don't know the full details. The police have not been able to recover or find the kid's body, even though they have searched the river over and over again. So we don't know where this little boy body is, but she's verifying that it was dead. She's blaming her father, even though she did everything, and he helped get rid of the body. So this is him being interrogated by the police.
Sorts with anybody, either of the kids, happened Tuesday night. So we're into Wednesdays. If any of them get in trouble, any of them fight with each other? Any of them fall down the stairs?
Pretty much in trouble, so.
Right.
They always was lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
About what?
Everything. I mean, we asked them one little simple question, and no, I didn't do that, and we know they did.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, I mean, everything.
Okay. It's kind of been all three of them a continual behavioral problem.
Yes.
I gotcha. Are any of them on any type of medication, or
They all, okay, 2 years ago, they lived down in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Louis Hutcherson, Brittany Gosney, and the 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
All lived down in Kentucky.
What part?
I want to say Lewisburg.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
From what I recall. Might have been Lexington.
Lexington, okay. So they all lived in Lexington.
He calls her sister, Priscilla Farley, my soon-to-be ex-wife, needing a place to stay. That they investigated 2 for 1 kids, and they're scared 2 for 1 kids going to come take their kids and all of this.
And it's just 3 kids?
Yes.
He doesn't have any kids by anybody else?
No.
Okay.
Well, me and him, he lived with me before up here at 505 Crawford, first floor is where we lived at the first time.
Right.
Well, him and my buddy's wife takes off and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
He goes down to Lexington, a bunch of stuff was supposed to happen. He called her. But 2 years ago, they called my wife wanting to come up and live with us.
Mm-hmm. And that was Priscilla?
Yes.
Okay.
We let him come live with us. Me and my wife was arguing and fighting and all of that a lot constantly, like I told you before.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the process of leaving her and that.
Sure.
I told her, I said, because she asked me about it, she knew I didn't really want nothing to do with her brother because how he's done us in the past.
Sure.
I told her, I said, I don't care, it's up to you, I'm on my way out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she knew I was getting ready to be leaving.
Right.
Well, she decided to go ahead and go down and get me. I was the only one who drove.
Mm-hmm.
I took off, I went down there, I picked all 3 of the kids up, Brittany and him, me and my wife, all in my pickup truck. Not enough room or nothing for all of them.
Right.
Me taking chance child endangerment and all of that. Got them back up here. We lived all together at 1229 Woodside.
Mm-hmm.
Apartment 1, first floor. We lived there probably 6 months, 7 months. There was one night I got up late at night. I was in the kitchen standing in the window looking out. My sciatic nerve was bothering me. So I was walking through the house trying to get it to quit.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I go into the living room. The wife came out, went to the bathroom. She went into the daughter's room, checked on the daughter, went back over into her room. I came out, I sat on the couch. Well, when she was in the bathroom is when I came and sat on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
She came out of the bathroom, went in the daughter's room, on her way back through, she noticed me sitting on the couch. She accused me of being in there fucking Brittany with Eddie right there, Lewis, right there with her. No, never happened. Well, that caused a big argument. We took them and dropped them back off down there in Kentucky, the same place I brought them from.
Right.
Me and the wife got talking about it and that. I told her, I said, it's not fair to these kids. I said, we cannot let these kids get took from them for our stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to go back down and get them. We came back up. I was in the process of trying to get Brittany her license, on the wife about getting her license. Well, took them over. When I say them, I mean Lewis and Brittany over to, I can't even think of the name of the park now. It wasn't Smith Park.
Mm-hmm.
You cross over the railroad tracks, go up the hill, you make a left-hand turn, and it's right down in there. You make another left-hand turn. No, it's not Sunset. It's up off 122.
No.
But you,
Seabolt.
there we go, Seabolt. I took them to Seabolt Park, let Eddie Lewis drive my truck. He drove around in there for a while, doing pretty good and that. I want to try. Okay, I let Brittany drive my truck. She's doing pretty good and all of that. I had my car at the time. Well, took them over there and that the next time, let them drive it around in that. All of a sudden, the next thing I know, she just started taking it upon herself, thinking she could drive my car when she wanted to without license.
And this is Brittany.
Yes.
Right.
And, man, that was so tight. But, all of a sudden, I get a phone call one day. I'm at work. Lewis, I call him Eddie. That's
sure.
For years, that's all we call him.
Right.
But Lewis and her got into a real big argument. Lewis took James with him, wouldn't give him to her. Well, I told her, I said, you're the mother, state of Ohio is mother, state, you got all rights. Call the police on him.
Right.
Well, she never did. She called his cell phone, told him what was going on. If you don't give me him, I'm going to call the police on him. Well, finally she got him. It was in the day after work. I got off around 4:30, 4:45, somewhere right along in there. I met up with her. I took my truck and parked it at my buddy's house. We drove around in the car for a while. I asked her what she wanted to do. She was cooling off, going back to the house or what. She said no, she did not want to go back there.
Right.
Well, me kind of hard like I am. Didn't want to see them kids or nothing on the street.
Right.
I went and rented a motel.
And that's whenever you guys really started being together?
We was in the motel room for about 3 days, 4 days. Everything's fine. Kids, no problem, no nothing. She started having feelings for me. I mean, according to my wife and her ex-old man, they all was saying that she was telling them that I was too old for her. I mean, ever since my wife told me that, I fucked her that time.
Sure.
I said, oh, what you're causing is making me want to now. And she just kept it up. Oh, you fucked her. You fucked her. Well, I finally came out in the whole house. I told her, old man, told her to her face. And even my wife. I said, well, now I want to fuck her. And me and her stayed in the motel about 3 nights before me and her did anything. Nobody believes me on that. I mean, I'll take a lie.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
And that's how it really led to me.
That's how you and Brittany got together?
Yes.
Okay. So, but at what point did the kids start really being an issue? Because you guys have been together, what, how long? Altogether
that
about?
Was either March or May of last year. I can't really remember.
Right. So you've been together for almost a year.
Almost a year.
Okay. So, at what point did the kids really start being an issue?
Well, I mean, 1 minute they'd be an issue, we punish them, put them in a corner. I mean, we try to mash things with these kids, make them have canned goods in their hands, tippy toes, fingertips on the walls. Nothing was working well, nothing at all. Me and her started getting into real hot and heavy over it. I told her, I said, I can't be putting up with this. I said, I just left this same relationship because of the same issues.
Sure.
I mean, my stepdaughter, towards the end, she started acting up real bad towards me, telling me, oh, I hate you, I don't want you
How
here.
old was she?
16.
And that was...
I'm sorry, 7.
And that was Priscilla's daughter?
Yes, the one I raised.
The one you raised.
6 months old.
So, how long into your relationship with Brittany did the kids really start becoming, let's say, borderline unbearable?
About 2 months ago.
About 2 months ago.
Yes.
And
then I was kept arguing with her.
That's when everything really started jumping
I kept
off.
telling her, I said, either you need to find somewhere to go with you and your disrespectful kids.
Right.
Or I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess she got tired that night when me and her got into it. She went up there, took them, kept telling me she's going to take them and drop them off. And I said, I don't care what you do.
Sure.
I said, I ain't got no part in it.
Right.
I said, you go ahead and take my van, do whatever you want with them.
Sure.
I mean, I wasn't refusing her a vehicle to where she could take them to her sisters,
Right.
her moms, I mean, something.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, I get that text from her.
And what did the text say?
On my way back, he's dead. I mean, she told me
Wow.
she was taking them up to Rush Run and dropping them off.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her done it twice before as a scare tactic.
Had taken them up to Rogers Run?
We dropped them off right there by the bathroom. I drive out by the exit there, turn around right back in.
Right.
Well, I mean, they learned something, maybe for 2-3 days and then packed it right back up.
How long would you guys normally leave them there?
Just long enough to drive right out to the road, turn around right back in.
So maybe 10 minutes, maybe.
Not even that, I mean, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. So, when she left with them, it was your understanding that she was not bringing them back. She was going to drop them off somewhere.
I didn't know exactly where she was dropping them off. I mean, she said that she was taking them to Rush Run.
But she told you that when she left?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought she was just going, like I said, we did it a couple other times, turn around and pick them up. Well, she called me. I'm at the wrong place. I can't find the place. So then I said, just turn your ass around, come the fuck back home.
And this is text?
No, this is phone call.
Phone calls, okay.
Because she called me saying she was at that building at the wrong place.
Okay.
Whereas I mean, the only place I've ever been in Rush Run is right there at the lake.
There's a couple of different areas over there.
Well, there's also another place across the way I've been, but I ain't never seen no building.
Sure.
So I had no idea where she was.
So, but you then gave her directions, I guess.
I told her at Rush Run boat dock. It's the only thing I said.
Sure.
Then, I mean, that's after her insisting, oh, I'm dropping them off somewhere. Fuck these women, I'm dropping them off somewhere.
Hey, do y'all believe this nigga or no?
She kept that up.
Be honest.
I told her twice. I said, turn your ass around and just bring them the fuck on home. Well, next thing I know, I get that text. On my way home, he's dead. Call her. The fuck you mean he's dead?
Right.
I said, turn your ass around and go get him. And I was thinking about calling the police on her. I told her that then. She started crying, begging me not to.
Right.
I mean, I love her. I care about her. So I did. I mean, I fucked up.
Yeah, I get it.
I fucked up.
So you told her to go back and get him?
Yeah.
And she did?
Yes.
And again,
And I also told her, I said, you should have called the police when it happened. I said, at least then it would have been an accident instead of a murder.
Right. So what's your gut? Do you think it was an accident? How did she explain?
I mean, she told me 2 or 3 different stories about it. I mean, like I told you yesterday, one minute she told me he had a hold up in the handle of the van, one minute he didn't.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, he had a hold of the handle of the van. Did you run him over? No. I swear to God, I didn't run him over. I asked the other 2 kids because they were supposed to have seen it all. They said no, she did not run him over.
Right.
I mean, when I seen him, I did not see no indications of him being ran over, nothing.
When you saw him, did he have any visible injuries?
Just a big one right here on his head.
Okay. Was it bleeding?
Not bad, I mean.
Was he bleeding anywhere else from his?
No.
So, she brings him back home. So how did James get moved from the car to the house?
She did.
Okay. So when she brought him in, where did she put him?
Laid him in the living room floor right there as soon as she walked in. She took off her coat, hung it up, sat down beside him.
Which coat was she wearing?
That pink one.
Has it got writing on it or markings or anything?
No, it's pink with a bunch of fur in it and that.
Okay. So where were the other kids?
Right there with her.
So did they walk in with her while she's carrying him?
She came in first. They were still busy getting out of the van, closing the van door back.
What were they doing? Were they crying? Were they freaking out?
No.
Were they?
No.
They say a word?
Act normal. I mean, like nothing happened.
So did they go upstairs or stay down there with you guys?
Stay right down there with us. I mean, they've been so bad we ain't even been letting them sleep in their own rooms. They've all been in the corners for 3 months, 4 months. I mean, there might be a break in between here where they got out for a little bit. And I kept telling them, it's your decision.
Sure.
If you lie to me, you're going to be in the corner.
Right. The kid.
Yes. I mean, that's what I kept on. Right. You keep lying, you're in the corner. You keep getting in trouble, not doing what you want, instead of what you've been told, you're in the corner.
So he's laying on the living room floor, and did he stay there until he was taken elsewhere?
No, I got tired of him laying there myself. I carried him up, stuck him in the front bedroom upstairs.
Okay. The front bedroom. Was that the little one?
No.
Which bedroom was that?
You go straight up the steps and straight in.
Okay. And what did you lay him on a mattress or on a blanket, on a rug?
I just laid him on the floor.
Flat on the floor.
I mean, she didn't even have enough time to carry. She closed the boy's eyes. I did.
Right. So, at what point what did you guys discuss then?
I was trying to get her to go ahead and call the police there.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to. She was worried about going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't ever been in jail a day in her life again.
Mm-hmm.
I have been.
Sure.
Told her if anything, I can't see you go and jail and be without your babies and that. Mm-hmm. I told her, I said, I'll step up to the plate and take the fall for everything.
Right. I gotcha. So, how long was he in that residence until he was moved?
1 night.
So, 24 hours?
Yes.
So, kind of starting there, when did you guys decide where you were going to take him?
We never really did decide. All what we decided was a bridge in the river.
Mm-hmm. And tell me again, which bridge exactly was that?
The bridge that goes from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, into Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. So you're familiar with that area, I guess?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. So,
what bridge did she take you on to last night to tell you it was?
One kind of down that way. Kind of down that way.
Y'all told me she was here, there, and everywhere when y'all was investigating her and that. I mean, you sure it's right one?
No, I'm not. That's totally why I'm here talking to you. One of the reasons is just kind of making sure, because like I told you, she told us.
But as for up at Rush Run, I cannot tell you nothing about up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I kept telling y'all, you got to put us all in the same room, question us all at once. I'll get the truth out. You'll know the truth.
So you tell me that is for sure the bridge that you guys took him to?
I don't know if she took you to, right?
No, the one that you just told me about.
Yeah, the one that for sure it was.
What road was that?
275, I believe it is.
So you guys get there, and who was driving? I was. You were driving. So you guys are getting there. You guys get there. Kind of take me through a play-by-play of.
Well, we're getting close up to the bridge. There's some cars coming up behind me.
What time of night was this?
Well, it was probably 2:00, 2:30 when we left the house.
On Sunday morning, yesterday morning. Okay. So I'm sorry. So you leave about 2:30.
Yes.
And you pretty much drive straight there?
Yes.
Okay.
About 45 minute, maybe an hour drive.
Mm-hmm. So you get there, then what happens? You start pulling up to the bridge like you just said.
Well, I got maybe about 100 yards away from the bridge. I noticed there was headlights coming up behind me. I told her, she said, pull over, stop, wait a minute, let them pass you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
Then once they passed and got so far ahead, I put it down in drive, turned my headlights back on, took off about halfway across the bridge, stopped, put it in park. She grabbed his feet, I grabbed his shoulders and threw him.
So what was he wearing?
Red jacket, red and black and gray jacket, tan pants. Had another little black thin jacket on underneath that red one.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a mask on or anything, or any kind of hat or anything else?
I know when she left with him, he did have a red hat on, and when he came back, I didn't see no red hat.
When they left going to Rush Run?
Yes, he had on black and white shoes.
So did he have his glasses on when she brought him back from Rush Run?
No, he did not.
He did not. So you guys pull up. You guys see a car and you pull over right before the bridge, or 100 yards before the bridge.
About 100 yards.
Right around there. You wait, you go by. As soon as that happens, you guys pull up and you just, there's really not much room there.
She jumps out.
Okay.
I didn't even open my driver's door. I just climbed around. She opened the side slider door, grabbed his feet, I grabbed his shoulders.
So did you just crawl up through the van, or did you get out on the road and go around?
No, I never got out and went around the van.
Okay.
I crawled back up through it.
Okay, so you got out, you helped her get him out. So there's a little bit of a ledge there. Did he hit that ledge?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay.
As soon as we let go, I jumped right back in the van. When we got going, she looked at me and said, I heard
Man, y'all hear this shit?
Right.
Hold on, y'all.
Kind of take me through a play-by-play of.
Well, we're getting close up to the bridge. There's some cars coming up behind me.
What time of night was this?
Well, it was probably 2:00, 2:30 when we left the house.
On Sunday morning, yesterday morning. Okay. So I'm sorry. So you leave about 2:30.
Yes.
And you pretty much drive straight there?
Yes.
Okay.
About 45 minute, maybe an hour drive.
Mm-hmm. So you get there, then what happens? You start pulling up to the bridge like you just said.
Well, I got maybe about 100 yards away from the bridge. I noticed there was headlights coming up behind me. I told her, she said, pull over, stop, wait a minute, let them pass you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
Then once they passed and got so far ahead, I put it down in drive, turned my headlights back on, took off about halfway across the bridge, stopped, put it in park. She grabbed his feet, I grabbed his shoulders and threw him.
So what was he wearing?
Red jacket, red and black and gray jacket, tan pants. Had another little black thin jacket on underneath that red one.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a mask on or anything, or any kind of hat or anything else?
I know when she left with him, he did have a red hat on, and when he came back, I didn't see no red hat.
When they left going to Rush Run?
Yes. He had on black and white shoes.
So did he have his glasses on when she brought him back from Rush Run?
No, he did not.
He did not. So you guys pull up. You guys see a car and you pull over right before the bridge, or 100 yards before the bridge.
About 100 yards.
Right around there. You wait, you go by. As soon as that happens, you guys pull up and you just, I mean, there's really not much room there.
She jumps out.
Did you? Okay.
I didn't even open my driver's door. I just climbed around. She opened the side slider door, grabbed his feet, I grabbed his shoulders.
So did you just crawl up through the van, or did you get out on the road and go around?
No, I never got out and went around the van.
Okay.
I crawled back up through it.
Okay, so you got out, you helped her get him out. So there's a little bit of a ledge there. Did he hit that ledge?
Not that I'm aware of, sir. I mean, as soon as we let go, I jumped right back in the van. When we got going some, she looked at me and said, I heard him hit, kind of giggled about it even.
Right. So did you see him, did he float? Did you see him floating?
I don't know. I have no idea. I got straight back in the van and we took off.
Tell me about the rope.
Well, she and I both kept threatening to hog tie them for weeks, and I mean weeks. Well, finally she decided that let's go ahead and hog tie them, see if that worked. That didn't work neither. They woke us up to 2-something in the morning, Friday morning, and that's when all that happened.
So all three of them were hog-tied?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
she just telling you one?
No. And again, that's kind of where we are. You're worried entirely too much about what she said.
Well,
no. Listen. I want the whole truth too. That's why you know the whole truth. You're sitting here fishing me to see what I know, and I've been fished by the best of them. And I'm not going to be a dick about it, but you ain't the best.
I mean,
okay, I've got I've got a lot of info here.
She wanted something to help hold him down in the water. There was a brick tied to his chest.
There's a brick tied to him?
Yes.
What kind of brick?
About this long, about that thick.
Like a cinder block brick, or like what kind of brick?
Something like a cinder block brick. It's more like a yard walking stone brick.
He's starting to get pissed now.
Probably about this.
Where did it come from?
About that thick. Sounded
You ain't believing that shit.
Your old backyard?
No, a backyard around the corner.
Okay. So you go out the back of your yard.
I never went looking for him, sir.
You do what?
We never went looking for him or nothing Sunday morning like that was said.
Right. Where'd you get the brick? You go out of the back of your yard and you go to the right down the alley or to the left down the alley?
To the right.
So you went to the right. Did you go to the cross alley or did you go on? So you go to the cross alley and you make a left.
Yes.
So
some bricks in that lane there, and I found that one.
On the right side or the left side?
On the right side, I believe, sir. I can't remember.
Okay, sure. When did you go get that brick? Saturday, and you were trying to find something to hold him down. So the brick you said is tied around his chest.
Yes.
Is it tied tight?
Kind of tight, yes, sir.
So, are there holes or notches or anything on the brick?
There was one hole straight through the center of it.
Like long ways?
I mean, there's 3 little holes all together.
Sure.
But the one was all the way through that was in the center.
Right. So, the brick, I'm going to say it looks something like that.
Oh.
So, where are there holes? Show me where the holes are.
First one like right in here. And there's another one right in here. And another one right in here.
Okay. And is there one through it?
No.
Okay.
So when it's sideways, like it's laying there, there's no zoning that away. It's just that away.
So where on James is the brick tied?
It's chest.
Like across?
Well, it's
or is it up and down?
Long ways.
Okay.
Up and down.
And what did you use to tie that with? Rope. What kind of rope? Like nylon rope? Like
yes, right.
what's it made out of? Well, I'm not gonna ask you that because I have no idea what any of my ropes are made out of. What color is it?
Red and black.
Okay. And when did you guys get this rope? When did you buy this rope?
Friday.
So you bought it Friday. Where at?
Walmart.
Okay. And did you use cash or card?
Cash.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this. She told me you use cash because your landlord had just given you a little bit of money in front of you.
I've been sick
right.
all week.
So that's exactly what she said. See, this is how this works. I know a shitload of information about this. A lot of it's been confirmed, and I've ruled out some of it. Well, some of it that you told us initially. Now, with that being said, I'm not holding that against you because you're a little bit freaked out. But here's where we are. Right now is going to be one of your only opportunities to genuinely show me that you're going to cooperate. This is good. This is good because I knew all this. And we got a shitload of motherfuckers down there right now dragging us forever look for this little fella. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to ask you a very, very big question that and regardless of what you think you know about forensics, I don't know everything about forensics, but I've been told by several forensic people that we've got quite a long time that we can still find him due to water conditions and still be able to determine how he died. I'll just say it like that. We've still got plenty of time to do that because the water's colder than fuck right now. And that water is kind of deep right there, so it's going to be even colder. So basically, he's going to be pretty much preserved, and we're going to find him if, in fact, that's where you guys put it. That's why it's very important.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. Vicky, tell me, what do you think about this shit so far?
Well, my honest opinion is, he's probably really abusive, especially to the girl. And he was probably saying a whole bunch of shit and stuff because he was pissed off with the kids and stuff, and it ticked her off. And she ended up like going the extra mile kind of thing that I don't think he was kind of expecting it. And then he just went along with it afterwards because he didn't want to go to the cops. Unlike me, I would just run to the cops. But, people want to be ride or die and shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know me, Vicky. Y'all took matters into my own hands because this whole situation would have totally been against my decision and judgment. These are my kids.
Yeah.
So if my girlfriend, for whatever reason, would have killed my son, threw him in the lake, I would have took matters in my own hands and then been regretting it later on. But go ahead.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I just don't think that he per se thought that she was going to do that. I don't feel like he wanted to deal with this shit at all. I don't think I just think his dumb ass just was like, fuck, and went ahead and just did the rest of it with her.
Okay, now hold on, Vicky. For those that's tapping in on TikTok, I want to inform you guys we are looking at the interrogation of James Hamilton. For those that don't know, him and his wife decided to abandon their 3 kids. In the middle of the night, the mother drove their 3 kids to the park. She dropped them off, and as she was trying to leave them, she claims one of her youngest grabbed onto the car door where he was drugged and dropped on his head. And she claims that's how he died. But then at some point, she either went back or stopped, picked up his body, and her husband, who's being interrogated, put his body inside the river where the police cannot find it. So not only do we not know if the boy died or how he died, we don't even know if the body was placed in a river. This boy can be alive somewhere suffering. They could have, buried this boy alive. The police have been unable to find this innocent 5-year-old kid. The other two kids luckily have been placed in foster care, so they're considered safe at this point. But we still have one that's missing that's claimed to be dead. I appreciate you guys putting the stars in here. If you want to watch the live show, feel free to click on YouTube, The Hood Unlocked. Make sure you subscribe. Once TikTok gives me my StreamYard key, you guys will be able to watch it, the full show, how it's presented right now on the screen. I'm just waiting on TikTok to give me my StreamYard key. So y'all work with me, TikTok. I hope you guys are cool with the way it looks right now. But it's all on TikTok hands to give me my StreamYard key so I can give you guys the full presentation. But back to the topic. This one's listening to this weird ass nigga.
That you're totally honest. Because the story about when, where, and why. Okay. You dropped him off on your first trip over that bridge.
No,
Second.
third, I'm sorry, because I went up. I turned around, came back across it. We got all that orange area.
Salute to my TikTok fam, man. I see y'all coming in here deep.
So you on the way down.
Again, I'm just waiting on TikTok to give me my StreamYard key so I can give you guys the full presentation so you guys don't have to watch it like this. So feel free to be part of the show, watch it on YouTube, or even comment here on TikTok. I am watching and I will respond to you.
Sure. Was it already tied?
No.
Okay. So you actually did it there?
No. We stopped after we passed Kilby Road exit.
So Kilby's, if you're coming from, I guess
you go down 75, you get on 275,
right
towards Indiana.
Right, you go by like Springdale and all that shit.
You start taking 74, you going off to
right.
275 there for Indiana.
Okay.
I live in Indiana.
Around there, once you get around that.
This is where you at?
Yeah.
And is that before Lawrenceburg?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at Lawrence.
Maybe there's like 4 miles, maybe 5 miles. I got maybe about 2 miles up.
Past Kilby.
Yes.
So you're in between Kilby and Lawrence.
Yes. Yeah. Pulled over, stopped, turned off all that last shut man off.
And this was actually on 275 between Kilby and Lawrence.
Yes.
You never got off at Kilby.
No.
But between Kilby and Lawrenceburg, there is a bend.
Well, it wasn't so much of a bend.
Right. It's like the curve there, that loose kind of around you, the bridge. Because you're going around there, Lawrenceburg, you don't go near the bridge. Okay. But you were between Kilby and Lawrenceburg. Gotcha. So that's why you tied them with the rope. So is the rope still in your house?
I appreciate whatever you sent me on TikTok. I don't know who that was, but it says somebody sent me something on TikTok. bullshit going on. Y'all give me a second. I'll get y'all right back in the game.
Because the charge that when and where, hold on. Hey. And, figuring out exactly how did this
I decided, Sunday morning before we came back.
I don't know what's going on. I'm really tempted to reset this motherfucker because it's really starting to piss me off. I'm gonna try this shit one more time, and if it malfunctions, I'm gonna just reset the whole shit and come back live. I don't get what the fuck is going on, but this shit should not be doing this.
system?
No, it's not. I took it out.
Okay. So
She literally wants me to help her.
Right. And I don't doubt that. So,
I mean, literally, you take me over there to the garage and say you don't just corner, and then I go right to the spot, right them up, and straight to you.
what color are they?
They're in a blue and white box.
Okay. Are they broke or anything?
No.
Is there blood on them?
No.
Okay.
I mean, my main concern is her must the rest to stay. I don't want to lose my house. I got the rent in my safe.
Mm-hmm.
I got like $1,100 altogether in my safe to pay the rent and gas and electric bill that still due.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get in touch with the landlord.
What else am I gonna find in that garage?
And
As anything.
Okay, now Vicky, hearing that he actually drove and participated more than what we knew in yesterday, do you feel like he should have a bigger responsibility in this, or do you feel like where they got him in this situation is okay?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, here's such an echo. I think he should get the same amount of time as her because it takes a kind of
The
crazy
echo,
person to do that.
right? The echo you hearing is because I'm on TikTok right now as well, and so I don't have my StreamYard key, so I have to play the audio so they can hear you. So if you can kind of get over that, go ahead and
No,
keep.
it's the place I'm in right now.
Oh, okay. What's up, SL?
Man, I was in the Matrix for a minute, bro. Well, then I was in the Matrix. 105, crazy.
Man, what you think about this nigga, man, participating in the death of his kid over his woman?
And they both is, but you know how they gonna play it like he cooperated. I don't know if he trying to get halfway the truth, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? To make it seem like he cooperating, like they gonna throw him a deal or something like that. Or he used it, I don't know what he think. You feel me? That shit don't make no sense. How the hell there ain't no blood if you drugged? So what you do to that little boy, huh? Like what you do to that little boy? What did y'all do to that little boy? Because if
Right.
it had a lump on his head, that could be some internal bleeding type stuff, or that boy could have still been breathing. And the fact that they were scared to explain that shit to any type of school or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? They just got rid of the boy. But I don't think he is no river. But like you said, it's cold as shit right now. You probably is below. You know what I mean? And stuff. I don't know. You got to ask Vicky. She said it's closer over there where she at. But I don't know if it's below, like super cold out there or whatever and stuff where they can't stay in the water that long or something like that. But oh, shit crazy.
You know what's fucking me up, my nigga? I'm sitting here and I'm listening to this dude tell his story, and I don't hear no tears, no sorrow, no hurt. I don't hear none of that in this nigga's voice as he speaks on him and his wife killing this kid, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think you got to be like cold, evil motherfucker. Dude, you know what I'm saying? The woman is that human being, period. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, right? Like the way people, I think, like there's some bitching involved with this. Like, you feel me? I do like read up on that shit, like mental illness and stuff like that. Like, you feel me? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? It ain't no excuse for that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I think the community should be able to deal with it. Like, you know what I mean? Don't even deal with them jail time. Just let them out. Feel me? Let us do whatever we gonna do. Just make it a law. And those type of people that you let out and stuff, it's not against the law to do nothing. Right?
Well, like I said, I wish it was like that, but unfortunately, it's not. Let's listen to this shit though. I got a lot more content I need to bring to you guys.
Right over power, the hard drives and all that is.
What kind of guns?
There's one 22 rifle, 357 Magnum, and a 38.
Where are those from?
The 22 rifle, I have no idea. I bought it from them. And I traded them a compound load.
Okay.
Right here in Middle
Sure. Sure.
The 357 Magnum belongs to Aaron Boggs, right along with the 38 Special.
Mm-hmm.
His son, he died. He gave them to his stepson.
Mm-hmm.
When his stepson died, I want to help with them. Like sending him and die.
What's up, Shelly? I see you waving. Appreciate you tapping into the Hood on Lock on TikTok. Feel free to check us out on YouTube. Once I get my StreamYard key, we will be official on TikTok.
Right. What else are we gonna find in there?
That'd be it, sir. His glasses,
The hard drives.
hard drive.
So.
Besides my tools.
So yours. So as of, let me just make sure I got this right. Friday night, all three of the kids are acting up.
Well, Actually, sir, it was Thursday night.
Thursday night, all three of the kids were acting up.
Well, they've been acting up.
Right, but they were acting up enough that Friday, you guys you bought rope from Walmart.
Yes, Friday.
What time of day was it?
Probably around 5
a.m. or p.m.?
p.m. I mean, I didn't get my check until like 4:30. I went up to the bank, I cashed it.
Rope, 5 p.m. on Friday. And did you get that from the camping area, from hardware?
I don't remember what area it was in, sir.
I got you. So, but you guys went there. Were all the kids with you?
No, it's just me by myself.
So you went there Friday about 5 to go buy rope?
Yes.
Just
that wasn't the only thing. I went up there, I got this little thermal flu.
Right. But you and Brittany had already been discussing hog tying.
Well, me and her both has been threatening it for
threatening to hog tie them.
Yes.
I got you. So from there, you get the rope on Friday, and they're still acting like animals. So at what point did you tie?
It was Thursday, sir.
That
all of this happened, if I really believe correctly, all this happened Thursday night.
So you bought the rope on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. So Thursday or Friday, the kids were acting up. You go to Walmart about 5 p.m. and you buy the rope because you guys had been threatening to hog tie them, to make them behave, because all else has failed.
I mean, I went as far as I had her call the state of Ohio and all of that. They wanted her to open up a case on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Make her have to go through a bunch of classes and all of this with them. I mean, they're the ones that was acting up, sir. I feel like
Sure, I got you. So Thursday or Friday night about 5, you go to Walmart and buy. So we'll go with Thursday. You go to Walmart and you buy rope.
Well, if I ain't mistaken, sir, it was literally Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. So Thursday about 5, you go to.
It might have been even Wednesday about the rope, right? Because we had the rope for a while before. I laid it right there on the floor and behind them and showed them. I said, "Look, I'm not playing with you all anymore."
So you bought the rope. You've been threatening to tie them up all the time because they're acting like little assholes.
So they premeditated this shit. They planned to tie their kids up and do this shit. They some cold motherfuckers.
Tie them up with the rope? Thursday night, about what time?
I want to say probably about
These
8
motherfuckers went and bought the rope.
So you tie them up. So where was when you tied her up?
She was standing.
Is y'all listening to this shit,
was
man?
Was she on the ground? Was she laying there? How did you tie her?
She made her lay on the ground, and then she went to Brittany.
Oh, okay.
She went to tie her up, and she said, "Would you please help me? I don't know how to tie nobody up. I never did this." Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, I'll help. Mm-hmm. I did tie the other two up.
So were they on their stomachs, actually hog tied?
Yes.
Laying back like you were hog tied? Yes. Were they crying?
No, none of them cried about it. No.
Y'all hear this shit, man?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
They had these kids hog tied up, laying on their back. Like, was they planning to execute all of them, or was it really just to abandon them?
Well, if you dealt with abusive parents, this doesn't seem too far-fetched as of a punishment.
No, what I'm saying, as far as, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, what was their main goal, though? Was it to kill these kids, or was it to abandon them in the park? Because why would you be buying rope and all this other shit?
My mom would do some shit like that.
Oh my god.
Nothing. I
right. How long were they tied up? I'm sorry. So this is Thursday at about what time?
About 8:30.
8:30.
8:30, somewhere along in there.
8:30. So they were tied up Thursday 8 or 8:30. Where were they at in that house?
Upstairs in the closet.
Where?
Upstairs in the closet.
In the closet. That kind of big room closet, or in a small closet?
In that middle room in that closet.
So you go upstairs, the one on the right.
They was in room. Yes, when you went upstairs.
Man, they had these kids in the closet, man. These kids was being fucked over.
Okay. How big is that closet? It's not big, is it?
No.
So they were
probably maybe from that door casing out to that door casing. Yeah. That square right there.
So they're tied up in there, and how long were they in there?
About 10 o'clock, I told her, I said, you might want to go up there and untie them before they lose circulation in their hands and all of that.
Sure.
Wow.
Then my hand untying them with rough. And I said, well, I'm dead serious. You might want to, for real. And I went in, lay down, 12 o'clock, woke up, went to use the bathroom, went up, checked on them, they all seemed fine, and then
they were, so at noon, they were still good, but they were still long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden around 2:30 in the morning, I was hearing noises. I wake up.
So were they crying when you checked on them at noon?
No. I woke up, went up there. That's when they was up there making a lot of noises, being loud.
Were they yelling, like, to get untied, or just laughing
and go to the bathroom, laughing and joking?
I gotcha.
I went down, woke her up, told her and all of that. She went up there.
And now we're at 2:30 on Friday morning.
Yes.
Okay.
She went up there, untied them. And me and her got into an argument and that's when.
What'd you get into it over?
Them kids acting up all the time and that. I mean, I told her 9 years was the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, James.
Every time she disciplined them, somebody would baby them.
Sure.
I said, well, instead of you letting somebody baby them for disciplining them, you should have done something about the person babying them. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't be as bad as they are now.
Right.
And it just kept leading on. I kept telling her that same thing over and over. Well, she went upstairs at 2:30, went upstairs, she untied them, let them out, told them all to lay down, go to bed. They all was up there still being loud and that. She went up there, made them put on their shoes and that. That's when she left, but headed to the restaurant.
Was James alive then?
Yes, James was alive when he left my house, sir.
Am I going to see that on video?
Yes, you'll see him walk out the door and all, but
okay. So she left and went to restaurant, and that's when all that kind of jumped off. So at what point did you get all the rope out of the house? Did you guys get all the rope out of the house?
Sunday before we came here.
So she went to restaurant. Whatever happened with James happened. She brings him back home.
Early Friday morning.
So you guys basically sit on him for 24 hours trying to figure out what to do.
Well, Friday morning, me and her was discussing all about what to do and that with him.
Well, that would have been Saturday morning because they were tied up Friday morning.
No, Thursdays when they was tied up.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I literally,
I
think about it more and more in my head.
And it'll be on the video.
It was Thursday night when all this happened, when she accidentally killed herself. Okay. It wasn't on Friday night.
This motherfucker said accidentally.
Okay. So
the first night is when she first came back with him, which was Friday. Mm-hmm. Me and her were supposed to get up early Friday morning.
So
early Friday.
So well, hold on, let me make sure I got this. So Thursday night is whenever the hog time happens.
Yes.
So
That's when everything happens.
that's whenever everything really started. Thursday night, about 5 o'clock, they were a hog. No. Thursday night,
8:30.
about 8 or 8:30, they were hog tied.
Yes.
Tied. And then, so at about, said, what time did you go check on them?
About 12 o'clock when I woke up to use the restroom.
So I'm going to say midnight, you checked on them.
They all was fine up there sleeping and quiet.
And then now we're at Friday.
2:30.
We're Friday morning at about 2:30 is whenever they were really acting up.
Yep.
You guys untied them, and
she untied.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't.
I got you. And she went to rush run.
Well, it might have been about 2:45, 3 o'clock before she left with the
I got
down
you.
to rush run.
I got you. 2:45. So she gets back home Friday
morning around 4:30, 4:45, somewhere along
between 4 and 5. I'll leave it at that. And so that's whenever he gets brought in the house and stays there until you guys leave with him on Sunday morning.
Well, it was, because it was after midnight.
Yeah. So Sunday, about what time did you guys leave?
About 2:30.
2:30.
About 2:15, between 2 and 2:30 is when we left.
2 and 2:30. And then you went to the river. And then you guys, but on your way to the river, you dropped off the rope at the garage?
No.
When did you do that? Once you got back?
Sunday morning here.
Okay. So then later Sunday morning.
Well, on the way to the river, we pulled over, stopped, tied them up.
Sure.
Tied the brick around.
Right.
And then tied them up.
And then after he went in the water, you guys came back home. Did you go back home and get the rope and stuff?
Yes.
So when did you pull the hard drive out of the DVD player?
Sunday morning.
About what time? After you got back home?
After we got back home.
From the river?
Yeah, she fell asleep, and I sat there and fell asleep, woke back up at 8 o'clock. So between 8 or 9 is when it stopped.
Is that when you pulled the hard drive?
Yes.
So between 8 and 9 a.m. you pulled the hard drive. And then you guys came down to the PD Sunday at about, that was like 10:30 maybe?
Hey, I didn't know this interrogation was this long, so I'm gonna break this, not the interrogation, but I'm gonna break the videos down in 3 lives today. So after I'm done with this, I might go live 2 more times on some more shit I got, but this motherfucker's a pretty lengthy ass video.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Your coffee is so good. You want some more? Yeah, I'm gonna grab you some more, and I've got to go. I've actually got to make a call about another case, and I'll be right back. All right.
Okay, you guys come off of mute, man. Whoo, this nigga's wow.
Yeah,
You think they through, fo?
they are.
Him as well, or just the wife? Vic?
Both of them could.
Well, they said both of them through. Man, I don't see how I can sit there and show no signs of remorse, no heartbreak, no nothing. Just your child is just gone, and you just okay with that.
But that whole thing of lies, I think this how it went down. She was like, hey, you know what? I'm just tired of these kids like that. Y'all brought the rope and all that stuff and all the perfect material to
Folks,
wrap it.
folks, I said your audio's fucking up, folks. We can barely hear what you're saying.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I think that he was telling the girl, like, you feel me? They was already planning to kill the kid and, like, the leg. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, it's like, why are y'all gonna buy all that material like that? All the perfect material you need for a crime scene and to really to get away with murder. Like, what was you planning? Like, what was your intentions like that? Then I think they sat there, talked about it. It's like, no, over them, man. We gotta, just drop them off, abandon them, and then they go missing because you heard, oh boy, I cashed my check. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Check.
Now look, check this out too. Imagine what else the kids might have went through in that home. They was tied up and put in the closet, which I believe that probably was like the least bad thing out of all the things they probably endured in that goddamn home. Normally, if you're doing this type of shit to your kids, it pretty much ain't no limit to what you'll do to them, especially if they piss you off. Vicky, you say you dealt with this type of shit, knowing that they was tying their kids up, putting them in small ass closets, not caring if they got circulation, like the father was saying. Do you believe that this might have even been a bad situation? The tying them up in the closet pretty much could have been like the least of what these kids might have went through in this home.
Yeah, I mean, if you understand like abusive parenting and shit, like, yeah, like that sounds pretty cool being locked up in the closet. Be like a little break from them almost.
I don't know if you being sarcastic or if you really mean that shit, but
Nah, because well, my mom, she used to make me and my brother, when she got tired of beating us and our legs started bleeding and shit, she thought of different things to do instead. Hold on, let me get a card. Damn. Okay. So she would have us put our knees into a chair
uh,
and beat the soles of our feet.
wow.
So, and if anyone knows what that feels like,
No,
it's
I
almost
don't.
like a electrical shock through your body. It's so painful you could pass out.
Well, hold on. You said she did what again? What was it called?
Beat the soles of our feet.
Beat the soles of your feet.
Yeah.
And what was she use again? Or how did it go? You okay, Vic? That shit sounded pretty interesting.
My
Beating.
bad. That went. I couldn't hear you.
What was you explain the beating the soles out your feet? What is that and how is it done?
Beat. No, beating the soles of your feet. You use some. She used some type of metal spatula or something like that, and just like beat the bottoms of your feet. It's like a
Uh-huh.
torture technique almost that she learned. I don't know where she learned it from, but they'll go to the
And
store.
it
They'll
gives you
do
some kind of
things for
hold on.
pleasure.
And you say it gave you some kind of electric shock type for
Yeah,
pleasure for
you'll
you
pass
or
out.
her?
That's really painful. It's pleasure for them.
Wow, what
Like
the
going
fuck?
to the store, buying things to torture your kids with. It's almost like a hobby.
SL, you ever heard of beating the soles before, man? Hitting your bottom of your feet with metal and to the point to where you feeling shock
That's
and you
that
could pass
old
out?
South shit, man. That old like route to like go pick a switch, like go take your own time. Yeah,
God damn, Vicky, you said you and your mama is cool though, right?
Yeah.
yeah, like you sit in
Oh
the chair.
hell no.
That's that
Hell no,
old.
me and mama have smoke, nigga.
Hey, my mom never said, but like you feel me, my people's up in the house, like the hotel and stuff like that. I'm telling you, like, yeah, fix your butt up in that chair, bro, and beat the bottom of your feet. They ain't gotta worry about people seeing the bottom of your feet. That's top talk.
She'll do it so bad I could barely walk. And
Right.
she liked to see us like crawling on the floor, me and my
What's up,
brother.
Miss Cody? Damn. And where your brother at? You keep bringing him up in some of these situations. Are y'all still cool? Is he still around?
Yeah, my brother, he's kind of like a drifter in a way. He has a lot of pain that he hasn't dealt with, so, you know,
Right, right,
crazy.
right. Well, look, y'all. That was the update on the unfortunate killing of little James. I am about to end this live, but I'm gonna go right back live. I have a 5 o'clock schedule. We're gonna look at the what's that hope that bitch name? Um Kim Potter, the cop that killed Dante Wright for no apparent reason. We're gonna look at her testimony today, and we're gonna pick her shit apart and give our opinions on that. And then I also know you guys are also curious about the 11-year-old baby mama, so I'm gonna make sure I get that content to y'all. But I'm not gonna put it all in one video. I'm gonna break it down into 3 videos a day. So give me about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm gonna tap right back in with y'all. Y'all feel me? As always, I'm Senseo Official. I'll see y'all in a minute. And this is the Hood on Lock. I'll see y'all in a minute.